Assalamualaikum madam. My name is Adarna Afrina binti Yusairi. My matrix number is UDA 210138. Today I'm going to talk about one of the challenges with online education, which is the lack of motivation in students. Some of the factors are anxiety and boredom. Since online learning requires students to keep looking at the screen for long periods of time, it can lead to anxiety and boredom from staring at the screen for so long. Because of this pattern, students are more likely to become lazy and bored as they do the same thing every day. Second, hard to learn in online class. Most students are stressed out and unmotivated because they have so many assignments every day. Many students find it hard to learn in online class and would rather learn in person. Lastly, no physical activities and events. Some students are not motivated because they don't have any exciting events to look forward to. Students who learn online can go to events or do things. So if there are no any interesting activities, students will lose motivation. That's all, thank you.
Good morning, madam. My name is Nasha Tafazana binti Mayuna. My matrix number is 810068. I focus to my point is the lack of motivation in students. The issue of motivation is always a topic of education in the real of discussion. It is because of the most important aspect is deciding whether or not education objectives are achievable is motivation. We it is generally believe that general intellectual abilities such as wisdom and specific abilities such as talent are the most important factor in achieving education process. Dealing with the matter when student lack of motivation to suggest also if the individual in issue possesses a skill that is not real interesting, it is difficult to expect something significant without incentive. It other factor influences learning result. Person with stranger motivation will also attend high learning outcome according to the explanation of the motivation problem. Clearly, a student interested in a critical aspect in determine that performance as a result. The teacher should try hard to make learning engaging and enjoyable for students. When students are excited and admitting they are learning, they are more likely to produce attention. The objective of student working with peer or in group is a boost confidence, interest, and motivation in the classroom. Because most students are not afraid to ask questions, are more ready to explain their understanding of a concept to other group members or are more willing to provide suggestions on how to implement specific activities. Most students prefer to work with friends or group. That's all for my our explanation. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Alifiza bin Jafri. My matrix number is UDA 210145. So, how to overcome infrastructural problems? Online education is no more an option. It has become a necessity to ensure continued and smooth learning. However, while some educators and students could implement online learning with minor difficulties, many of them had to face several challenges, especially in the developing parts of the world. The first way to overcome infrastructure problem is using handheld device. Using handheld devices, including mobile phones and tablets, would be a better alternative. The smartphones, mobile network, and mobile data have better penetration rate even in the developing nations, which means increased accessibility to online learning for students and teachers alike. Next, the government should allocate budget to provide ICT devices and internet connectivity to educators and students. They can also make devices available at subsidized rates by entering the public-private partnership with technology companies and internet service providers. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to Muhammad Alif Izzat. My name is Wan Muhammad Iskandar Biawani Roza. My matrix number is UDA 210133. Now look at my part, infrastructure problem. Alternative constructing ICT hub, student and teacher without access to a pre-ICT infrastructure can use school ground. The government's social distancing rules should be easy to follow because this benefit is limited to one. Finally, improve school. Academic institutions should invest in learning platforms that streamline departmental operation and administration. Using technology, teachers can automate tasks like class scolding and report generation. Now we proceed to Miza. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, Madam. My name is Miza Fariha Azari binti Muhammad Zainal Rizal. My metric number is UDA 210144. The next challenges in online education mode of teaching is digital literacy and technical issues. In the current state of new norms, technology is especially important for students studying online like us. This is because technology is one of the other ways to replace face-to-face learning session. The use of digital literacy present a new challenge in the online learning process because it will make it difficult to interact between students and teachers. For teachers, they will find it difficult to adapt the new digital solution, and teachers will also need to use new technique to teach their students. For students, there will be less discipline and students will be left behind in learning. Many of them are unable to use basic programs such as Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and unable to manage their file because they have knowledge in this area. Technical issues are bound to happen in an online-only environment that make us frustrated and disrupt the learning process. Sometimes our computer will shut down, our Wi-Fi will be spotty, and poor monitors can make it difficult to keep up with your online classmate and learning environment. And finally, this issue happen because some of students don't even own electronic devices to study. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Hi madam, my name is Tan Kai and my matrix number is UDA 210101. Digital literacy means having the skill you need to live, learn and work in a society where communications and access to information is increasingly through digital technologies like internet platform, social media and mobile device. Digital literacy is important to adapt with your potentials in the modern world. Lacking the ability to use digital technology means that there are many things you simply cannot do or access. Possessing digital literacy allows you to improve the efficiency, access to things, fulfillment, and happiness in your life. In an online environment, technical challenges are certain to arise. This may seem self-evident, but technological issues and poor internet connections simply add to the stress of the online environment and disturb new distance learning sessions. Your computer may suddenly shut down, or your Wi-Fi may be intermittent, and weak monitor can make it difficult to keep up with your virtual pros and learning environment. So, how can we address a problem like this? The most important step is to maintain contact with your lecturers and keep them informed about what is going on. They should be aware of the situations and adapt accordingly. Even recording class sessions on your computer using learning platform as a backup. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anish Hazid bin Rusham. My matrix number is UDA 210121. So today I will talk about lack of in-person interaction. The lack of personal interaction with others or the absence of social relationship is typically considered unhealthy when people spend excessive time alone, particularly when they no longer benefit from time spent alone. Not having any social interaction and isolating oneself can mean staying home for days, not talking with friends or acquaintances, and generally avoiding contact with other people in turn can exacerbate a person's feelings of low self-worth, shame, loneliness, depression, and other mental health concerns. Having a trusted friend or partner to talk is important for self-esteem. We live in a sometimes scary and harsh world. We all need a little support and love. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi madam, my name is Safa binti Azahar. My matric number is UDA 210147. Today I will present about lack of person interactions. Okay, the first one, lack of person interaction can make people affect their mental health. However, since the COVID-19 outbreak, there has been a dearth of engagements and students are aspiring at social solutions. This has a significant impact on student mental health. In online learning, the lack of social interactions leads to feeling of loneliness, motivation, and isolation. Okay, is it not true that even adults sense a void when they don't get to visit their friends? In their formative year, young adults require social engagements. To learn how is socialization, children require play dates with the other children their age. Professor too require engagements with their peers. Nobody wants to feel alone and alone. One day, the key reason of why online learning may have a negative impact on the mental health is because of this. Thank you, madam.
Hello, madam. My name is Mio Muhammad Dedia Bebe Sharizal. My matrix number UDA 210150. Now I will proceed to my question. Lack of edtech and online learning option for special needs students. First of all, the lack of edtech and online learning option for students with special needs is one thing that should not be underestimated. It is because online learning is an effective way to carry out the learning process for the present generation. So my idea to solve the issue related to the lack of edtech and online learning option, there are several things that can be done to replace them, as we can provide online learning by providing video recordings for students with special needs to learn the techniques too easily. In this way, it can be one of the learning options that can be applied in online learning, and students do not need to access things like Google Meet to do learning sessions. Even in this way, it's become easier for students to understand the techniques too only through the video provided by their teacher. That's all about my question. Lack of edtech and online learning option for special needs students. Thank you, madam, for your attention.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. First of all, my name is Muhammad Mashrafi and my matrix number is UDA 201092. Okay, today I want to discuss about the lack of accredited degrees from the top universities. Okay, today I have two factors may be relevant, or we can talk it about rationally. Okay, first, it's all about the online courses. Students in online classroom do not have the opportunity to interact with the lecturer or other student face to face. Use email or the online discussion forums to communicate. Is it quite tough to form a bonds with a classmate in a different classes? Okay, the second one is all about the technology for the costing and the scheduling. The most important aspect of an online classroom are the software programming and internet connectivity. Is it possible that a student will be asked to learn new computing and the problem solving skill, which could take some time in light of the current scenario in our country? Students may also need to purchase updated software to access their online programs and else, or you must pay more to upgrade to the high-speed internet. In addition to the COVID-19 illness like happened in our country, which is maybe causing a problems today. For me, it's quite difficult for us to communicate, and also this is become one of the factor to become a lack of the accredited degree for the top university. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Ahmad Afizi bin Muhammad Noh. My matrix number is UDA 210103. So, how do we deal with abundant distraction when we want to study as a student? The first thing we should do as a student is to make a schedule. Organize your deadlines and manage your time more efficiently for proper schedule. Schedule can help you figure out when you are most productive and set time aside for homework and activities that you needed to do. Secondly, you should turn off alerts from your phone. So, how do we turn off alerts from our phone? It's simple. You simply turn on the do not disturb mode or put your phone on silent. Constant notification and messages are every student's enemy. While turning on do not disturb mode, it can help the student from being bothered while studying. Finally, find the right place to do work. Some students study best with a little background noises, and some need quiet place to work. So, a student should get to know their work style and the type of the atmosphere to prefer to study in, so that they could study more efficiently. That's all for me. Thank you.